This time we're going to read from Exodus chapter 16, verses 1 through 8. And I have also preloaded a segment from Revealing God's Treasure, which talks about the very events of Exodus. And right here is a aerial photo of the area that we're talking about. Up here is the delta, the Nile Delta, where the Hebrews fled from Egypt. The Israelites left, and they made their way to this beach here on the Red Sea, now called the Gulf of Aqaba. And they made their way through the wilderness of the Red Sea, and then went across when God parted the waters, and then the Egyptian pursuit of Pharaoh and his armies were drowned here when God let the waters cover them, and they sank like lead and stones. And Ron Wyatt dove here and found chariot wheels and horse parts and human parts, and just like you would expect. And so then they came over to this area, and we're going to learn more about that right now.
This is our destination, the real Mount Sinai in Saudi Arabia, and is named today Jebel al-Lawz. Herschel Shanks, editor of the Biblical Archaeology Review, stated, Jebel al-Lawz is the most likely site for Mount Sinai. From the Saudi shore at the Gulf of Aqaba, we first inspect the remains of the pillar that once had Hebrew inscriptions on it, but was removed by the Saudis after Ron Wyatt showed it to the authorities. Today, a Red Sea coastal survey plate marks the location of the column. Our first destination is Elim, where the children of Israel would find water to drink. Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water and 70 palm trees, so they camped there by the waters. Using Google Earth, we are able to zoom in to the location of Elim. It stands out with all the green palm trees grouped together in the canyon or wadi. On the ground, we can see the circular wells still in operation today. Of course, there are more than 70 palm trees here today, but amazingly, 12 wells are still here at Elim.
You can almost picture them there, can't you?
The children of Israel would have been stretched out from the canyons here for a great distance.
Yeah, they would have been stretched out for a great distance and would have came here for water, more than likely. Let's read some more about that. Exodus chapter 16. For so the sons of Israel came into Helam, where were 12 wells of water and 70 palm trees, and they set in tents beside the waters. And they yeden forth from Helam, and all the multitude of the sons of Israel came into desert of Sin, which is betwixt Helam and Sinai. In the 15th day of the second month after that they yeden out of the land of Egypt. And all the congregation of the sons of Israel grudged against Moses and against Aaron in the wilderness. And the sons of Israel said unto them, We wouldn't that we hadn't be dead by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we satten on the pots of flesh and eaten loaves in plenty. Why ledden ye us into this desert, that ye shouldn't slay all the multitude with hunger? For so the Lord said to Moses, Lo, I shall rain to you loaves from heaven. The people go out, that it gathered the things that sufficient by each day, that I say the people, whether it goeth in my law, either nay. So they'll in the 6th day make they ready, that they shall bear in, and be it double over, that they were wont to gather by each day. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the sons of Israel, At eventide ye shall wite that the Lord led you out of the land of Egypt. And in the morrowtide ye shall see the glory of the Lord. For I heard you were grutching against the Lord. So they'll say, what ben we? For ye grutching against us. And Moses said, the Lord shall give to you all eventide fleshes to eat, and loaves in the morrowtide in plenty. For he heard your grutchings, by which ye grutched against him. For why, what ben we? Your grutching is not against us, but against the Lord. And now let's read King James. And it's right here. I have to scroll over. Bear with me, please. Here we go. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came into the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the 2nd month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill the whole assembly with hunger. Then the Lord said unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, at even then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that we murmur against us, that ye murmur against us? And Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And that ends that reading. And let's go out with a little more from Ron Wyatt.
But they would have access to drinking water at these wells. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. Next, the children of Israel traveled through the wilderness of Sin and murmured against Moses. The Lord lovingly provided them with manna every day, except the Sabbath. On a detailed map next to the town of Al-Bad, or ancient Midian, we can see Mugayer Shuaib, meaning the caves of Jethro. Here we see the name Jethro listed on the map. The facades of these caves were carved by the Nubidians in more recent times, 2,000 years ago, but the inner caves themselves date back to the time of the Exodus and Jethro, 3,500 years ago. And the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will stand before you there on the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water will come out of it, that the people may drink. Northwest of Jebel el-Lawz is the rock of Horeb that we will explore next.
Yeah, let's explore that next. That is really fascinating. That is really fascinating. Even the chimps think so. Bye, yo.